Hi, I'm Ruth Shapira, and I'm so glad that you chose to listen today. Welcome to this episode of Inner Judaism, a podcast where you can experience the spiritual beauty of Judaism, most importantly, the meaning it has for your own life. Why is there so much counting in Judaism? We just completed the Passover holiday, at which we counted cups of wine, questions, types of questioners, plagues, and miracles, and discussions about all of that. How many miracles, how many plagues. Now we're in a period of counting again, the Omer. What does all this mean to you? In this episode, we'll explore a deeper meaning of this period of counting, and I hope that you'll join me. First, it's important to prime our minds and our bodies to take in new information. So, as usual, find a comfortable place to sit where you won't be interrupted. No cheating here. Turn off or tune out other distractions. And turn on that portion of your brain that's open to new ideas and new ways of thinking, which I hope you'll experience today. If you haven't counted the Omer before, you might decide to engage in the spiritual practice, which is a daily reminder of the connection between the two holidays of Passover and Shavuot. On another level, it's really all about our journey from freedom, representing Passover, to responsibility, representing Shavuot. Right now, we're a little past the first week of the Omer. And the Omer refers to two things. It's the name for a measure of the new barley, which was brought as a meal offering on the second day of Passover, representing the first fruit of our harvest, barley. But it also means the period of counting the days and weeks, beginning from the second night of Passover up until Shavuot. Just kidding here, but we know from Exodus 9:31, don't we, that the barley crop ripens in spring, and 7 weeks elapse between the beginning of the barley harvest and that of the wheat harvest. Yeah, right. Okay. Shows you how far away we've gotten from that agricultural way of thinking. But the Torah instructs us to count for 49 days, 7 weeks, and this practice ties us to our agricultural past because it's really hard nowadays to do that or to think about that. We feel so far away from those times. But the counting helps connects us. So we also need to find its meaning for us today beyond the agricultural. The deeper idea of counting the time of the harvest is that literally it's really difficult to have a concept like gratitude, be present every single day, and to be thankful for our material gifts and even our spiritual gifts, like freedom. It's hard to be thankful for that in the abstract. So, what the Omer does is it grounds us, it gives us a foundation. So, for example, freedom is just an idea, but when we link it to the concreteness of our lives, it has a whole other meaning. So even though we understand freedom on an intellectual level, and we all understand that, yeah, freedom is better than slavery, but how do we make sure we feel freedom? So the idea of counting those days to bridge that time between leaving Egypt, leaving slavery, being free, and coming into receiving the Torah and receiving responsibility, that is where the connection is. And that's the culmination of the journey of the 7 weeks. It's the culmination of the journey of freedom for us as a Jewish people in receiving the Torah, the laws that are responsible for bringing the divine down to earthly terms. The Torah's laws direct our lives towards a proper purpose, serving more than ourselves, going beyond ourselves. And that in itself offers us a deeper meaning beyond just the number of the day. So let's understand what the Torah says about this period of time. In Devarim, in Deuteronomy, chapter 16, verse 9, we read, 7 weeks you are to number for yourself. From the start of the sickle and the standing grain, you are to start numbering 7 weeks. So notice what I just read in the verse to you. It said, 7 weeks you are to number for yourself. The Hebrew is tispar lach. The counting is focused on you as an individual doing the counting. So let's really break down the very act of counting. So I have a way that we can do this. Picture a collection of your favorite things. Mementos, keepsakes, or any valued possessions that you've accumulated from trips that you've taken or experiences that you've had, anything. People collect rocks or spoons or any kind of natural tokens that they've encountered, or sand from the beaches that they've been in. So if you have any of this, picture that you're bringing all of this all together into one place. You may already have that in your house, but if you don't, just imagine that you're bringing all of these mementos that you've had into one place. Now, picture yourself counting these items, looking at each and every one, seeing each one's beauty, even recalling a memory or a place or an experience. Each and every one is extremely special to you, and that's the reason that you've collected it in the first place. You actually don't want to move on to the next item until you feel that you've fully valued each and every one that you're focusing on. It's an amazing collection that you have, right? Whether shells or rocks or wine cups, or it's just an amazing collection, right? But as special as each item is in that collection, each one stands alone, separate. Okay, just hold on to that idea for a minute. Now imagine the same feeling that you've had counting each and every one of those items transferred to the counting of days. Each day is precious. Each day represents something special, collected by you, curated by you, identified by you. It's your day. It's a beautiful concept. The counting of time allows us to hold on to and value each passing day. With each day we count, we can infuse our daily experience with gratitude and appreciation. The days won't slip through our notice, and we can be grateful for each and every one. We could savor it, we could cherish it. But here, there's a difference in the Omer, because each and every day doesn't stand alone. Each and every day is a building block for something even greater. That's the deep spiritual meaning of the counting between Pesach and Shavuot. There's this building, one upon the other. There's something else I want to share that's a bit odd. Back in Vayikra, in Leviticus chapter 23, verse 16, there's the command for the counting of this period of time, but it's written differently. It's written to the entire Jewish people. Tispru chamishim yom, count, with the obligation upon the whole community. So the verb tispru is in the plural. Why are there two ways of describing the counting? Why is there the singular and why is there the plural? And it says Tispur Hamishim Yom, 50 days. I thought we were at 49. 7 times 7 is 49. Well, what is the message here? Well, there's two parts that are responsible for bringing down Torah. One is you as an individual, and the other is the community. But we arrive at day 50. We don't count day 50. Day 50, we're already there. Day 50 is the spiritual. It's not the concrete anymore. We are embodied Torah. We are living Torah. And that's a whole other level. And in that communal obligation, we're obligated to encourage others to count and participate in that counting and participate in our whole community becoming elevated, becoming something else that's not exactly of this earth, not exactly not of this earth. It's something divine. So it's about Am Yisrael journeying together. Sfirat HaOmer, which is what we call the counting of the Omer, allows us a tangible tool to gauge and value time for ourselves, for others, and to go on a journey, really almost like rungs of a ladder, up to a point where we are beyond ourselves. The process of counting each day is not difficult if you haven't done it. There are scripts available online for almost every movement, every persuasion, from Reform Judaism to H.com to Chabad. You can find it. You just Google it. It's a very simple bracha, very simple blessing. And you can begin counting this evening without any expectations. Just see what it does for you. And that's what I wish for you. I wish that you begin counting each and every day on the journey to Sinai, to Shavuot, and commit each day to being a better person than the last day. Thank you so much for listening and for involving yourself in the spiritual path of engagement and seeking out the deeper meaning Judaism has for you. You could connect with me at any time. Please write to me at innerjudaism@gmail.com. Wishing you, with a deeper meaning this time, a glorious day and the ability to make this day better than yesterday.